must really be fancied against Chiefs in today's game.
Well, we'll keep an eye there on number 10, Fani Madida. He's in brilliant form. He looked very sharp indeed in the first game this afternoon. And number 11, Ace Kuzi, who set up most of the Kaizer Chiefs attack with alongside Dr. Kamalo.
Well, in the Sundowns team, Bennett Masinga, the man who scored 33 goals last season and has taken off today where he left off last season, got a glorious goal in the semi-final. He'll be a man to watch.
One must mention that the best goal of the afternoon came from Cosmos, Eugene Schwani, who finished off a super move, and it really was a glorious goal. Wade Duplessis, who certainly did his job in the semi-finals, keeping a clean sheet and looking in good form as Freeze looks for McGregor. And McGregor, who did such tireless work against Orlando Pirates, now Ntumkulu. Zane Moosa, Magic Feet as they call him, Footballer of the Year in 1990. Chirwali. And both midfields getting a lot of space at the moment in the early minutes of this game. You might remember last season, in the first game between these two, out in Pretoria, just outside Pretoria, it was Sundowns that come away winners by 1-0. And the second one here, it ended up all square, 1-1. And of course, at the Sundowns at Pit Chiefs for the league, so very little between these two teams. Marks Mapanyani looking to take on Zondi, and he does get past Zondi. That'll be a goal kick. So Zane Moosa had a marvellous season in 1990, and I think he topped the polls by a long, long way. Kambuli, this will be Mapiki. Lucky Malifi, not too sure with that first header. That's Khadebi, he climbs so high. Nakuma losing out now to Chevron Tunkula. Looking to get the speedy Mapanyani going, but he was well covered there by Sam Kambuli. A very popular figure in the Sundowns lineup there, Sam Kambuli. There's a chance here for Sundowns, but the whistle goes for a rather nasty incident off the ball. And it looks as though the yellow card's coming out for referee George Masaleng. Howard Lahodi looks as though he's going into the book, number 11, and number 3, let's see, Mapiki. And in fact, it's both a red card. Well, that's sensation indeed in the first minutes of this game. In the iwisa Maize Mill Spectacular, 2-player send-off. And probably in the 4th minute, and we see that incident again. There's the kick coming from Mapiki, and the retaliation, well, we don't see that, but there certainly was retaliation. And George Masaleng says, an early shower for both of you. So down to 10 men each.
Well, that's really brave refereeing, in my opinion, by Mr. Masaleng, because while it might seem a little harsh, it's time that the referee started stamping some of the thuggery out of football. And if it means having to send players off after only 3 minutes of a game, then that must be the case.
Well, it will leave a lot of work for the remaining 10 players aside, because it is their first game of the season, and really it's a training game, and they're not 100% fit yet, certainly not match fit. So a lot of work to do for them, although luckily they do have 3 substitutes available on each side. Khungwane, a youngster that Jeff Butler, the coach who's returned to Kaizer Chiefs this season, thinks highly of. And Craig Lafangi, who came in the middle of last season for the experienced Anderson and made the #1 spot his own at the moment. Zondi. Mapanyani. And about to show the coach, Butler, that is back in top form, Mapanyani, and it's McGregor, a little bit of space on the far side here. Ntombela, Zane Moosa with that little flick out, but it's only as far as Moses and Kobo. Looking to set up McGregor, but McGregor's flick, nobody is on the same wavelength as McGregor on that occasion. And that's Rabi Maripi. Looking for the fast-running Bennett Masinga. And Masinga walked down there, and Kadevi the culprit. Well, this crowd is left stunned, really, with the sending off of the 2 players. Chirwali, easily cleared there by the Chiefs' defence. Khungwane. This is Carter Templar. Certainly looking much fitter this season, although his passing not quite up to it there. Kulu under a lot of pressure there from Cedric Nkumwa. And good football there out of defence by Chiefs. McGregor, he does see the flick, but it eventually does come through to Tintler. McGregor again. There goes Mapanyani. And almost getting past the flamboyant Kambuli, and it's still in play. Mapanyani turning Kambuli, does get the cross in, but there's too many gold shirts there for the moment. And a good run here by Moses and Gobo. It sets it up for Mapanyani, but the flag goes up, it won't count. The flag went up early on the far side. But a lovely run by the fullback Moses and Kobo. Well, the Chiefs fans don't like it, but there's no question about it.
Well, we get a look at it here. You see Moses and Norbo taking on that defence past Mulifi. Beats Kambuli, and the ball delivered Mapanyani was offside.
So the first scare of the afternoon for Sundowns. Nkumwa. Tindwa beaten there by Ntombela, but the powerful Scarlett Tindwa comes away with it. Prepare to take players on there. Lucky Malifi is one of them. Eventually it's cleared by Kambuli. It's always a close game between these two. Masinga scored the only goal in Pretoria as Zane Moosa. A little bit too much weight on that ball for Nkumwa. It'll be a delight to watch if Zane Moosa is in top form this afternoon. Cedric Nkumwa, who was loaned out to Dynamos last year, and he did so well. Schema Shabalala put him back very quickly indeed. And in that 1-1 game here at Soccer City, First National Bank Stadium, it was Madida that scored the equaliser, that McGregor in fact who scored the late equaliser, and Chirwali was the scorer for Sundowns. Leaque foraging hard in the middle of the field for double action Sundowns. So stoppage for Scara Tintwer to receive attention. George Masolang, one of the most experienced referees in the game, had an excellent season in 1990.
Well, we reckon today about 60,000. It's probably the smallest crowd we've had for any Maize Meal Spectacular, but it was always to be expected after the tragedy in Orkney 2 weeks ago.
So Kaizer Chiefs down to 9 men at the moment, as Scara Tintwer is receiving that attention, the trainer's bench. McGregor. Once again, McGregor finding space there. He gets a good-looking crossover, but it's just too far for everybody, including Mapanyani. And a few gaps beginning to appear in the middle of the field, and Nakumwa. Then we got Masinga in the middle at the moment, and he is brought down. In fact, the referee says a goal kick. And as you can hear, to the disgust of the Sundown supporters, and many of those are joined by the people dressed in black and white on the far side, the Orlando Pirates supporters. They will be behind the Pretoria side. McGregor. And both sides struggling at the moment without the extra player. Supamola Teddy, he leaves it. Nakumwa. And Tunkulu being forced to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Certainly going to be a long 90 minutes for these two teams. Malifi, and a free kick given against McGregor, using his considerable weight. So, there's the main thing there it hasn't shown, and that's the red cards. Masinga. And that's the first shot of the afternoon. So Bennett Masinga, as Mark Gleeson told you, 33 goals last season. The leading goal scorer, in fact, by far. Captain of Kaizer Chiefs, frees Mapanyani. Well, a little touch on there from Mark Mapanyani. Khungwane. There's plenty of confidence, the youngster. A good covering by Ntumbela. Zane Moosa, and we've seen little of Zane Moosa in the early stages of this game. The crowd love that when he starts dancing on the ball. Kamboli. Got Moosa in attendance. Setting it up once again for the big bustling fullback. He likes nothing more to get forward. There's a clear chance of goal here, and it's only just wide. So Cedric Nakumwa is not noted for his heading ability. He's only just wide of Du Plessis' left-hand post there. Khungwane taking it up for Chiefs.
Well, you noticed in the bottom right-hand corner of your picture, now just disappearing out of sight, Khungwane wearing the number 11 shirt, which is almost a resignation of sorts of teenage Dladla, who was the long-time holder of that shirt at Kaizer Chiefs. He's handed it over to the youngster.
Confident catch there by Lafanji, who did very well in the previous game against Cosmos. Only Chirwali. gets the return. Bennett Masinga, well, he tried the shot, but he was well off target, but he was under a lot of pressure at the time. Khungwane and McGregor, the other William McGregor. Good touchback, finds Chipamolo Teddy. Mapanyani, and both teams now just playing with 2 forwards up. Teddy doing good work in the middle of the field. Khungwane. Mapanyani, but a free kick already given against Kambuli. The Chief supporters a little bit disappointed. McGregor again. Certainly been a handful here in the opening stages of this game. Had another free kick against McGregor. In fact, I apologise to referee George Massoleng, is not happy with the first free kick. So, Howard Freeze. But it was a good-looking free kick, but it wasn't read by Mapanyani. Lucky Malifi, such an experienced defender, Malifi. That's Bennett Masinga, number 8. And no doubt the Pretoria side will look to Masinga to score the goals here this afternoon. Freeze, powerful header, finds Khungwane. Well, the winning side here will pick up 35,000 rand. That's 10 more than the losers. And it wasn't bad because the losing semi-finalists picked up 12,500 each. Well, that's Kambuli. He's never the type of player to do anything easily. It's a good action shot there of Craig Lachranji, showing the concentration demanded of a goalkeeper. Khungwane. It's amazing how confident this youngster looks. Moosa. Lovely flick inside from Moosa. Ntombela. Chirwali. Chirwali with a lot of space, looking to find Moosa. A glorious looking pass here from Chirwali. There's 2 players in the middle. Zane Moosa had the opportunity to get the ball across. Eventually it goes out wide. And it's Masinga. And well held by Duplessis, but really Zane Moosa had an opportunity to find 2 colleagues on the far side, and he dwelt on the ball far too long.
Well, good opportunity for Mamelodi Sundowns, but at this stage the game looks pretty even. Both teams not exerting themselves terribly hard. They know that they're still in for a long day's work.
Well, everybody's been talking about the Orkney episode a couple of weeks ago, but I can assure you it's been wonderful control here today. There have been over 400 security personnel at the ground. Of course, it is a wonderful stadium. McGregor beat 2, but he couldn't beat Chirwali. Chirwali once again using that skill of his, wonderful passing skills. There he is again. Masinga does slot it through, but the flag goes up. The referee hasn't seen it. Although it's still there at the moment. He does look up anyway. It's easily cleared. Khungwane. Now Chiefs with 4 against 3 here at the moment. Scarlet Tint was gone wide, but he tried to slot it through to Mapanyani. And a good clearance there from Williams-Ondi.
Well, you'll notice a lot more gaps in the midfield, and I think Sundowns have probably been harder hit by that dismissal. The loss of Lethodi, as have Chiefs, who've lost Mapiki, a fullback.
Well, a tantalising cross there, but everybody stood still, including Shane McGregor. Terumtunkulu. Khungwane, and he certainly made his presence felt here, seeing more of the ball than any other player on the field, young Isaac Khungwane. Tindwa picks out Moses and Kobo. Well, we've seen what the fullback can do, but he wasn't up to it there. Now Maripi. Chirwali. Got plenty of players in the middle of the field. One Zane Moosa. The Sundowns with a good-looking attack here. Although once again it's Zane Moosa who gives it away, but he gets another chance on that far side. Prepared to take on Khadebi. Chirwali. But it's a slow build-up, but they'll have to settle for the corner. And that's the first corner of the afternoon. I must say late afternoon. It's now 7 minutes to 6. Well, it looked as though there was a distinct threat of rain earlier on, but it seemed to have cleared. And the lovely blue skies coming from the left of the picture from Soweto. And this is Chirwali. Not many yellow shirts to help him out at the moment. Moosa. They do team up well together, Moosa and Chirwali. Well, the flag goes up very late there against Nakumwa.
Interesting that the NSL are using regular referees instead of linesmen for the line today. George Lobo was the man who pulled that flag up there, and I think he hasn't been on the line for some while.
Well, it's a totally different games we saw in the World Cup in Italy recently. All top referees, but some of them struggled running the line. Ntambela, the educated left foot of his, looking at that far post area. Well read by Howard Freeze. Now Moosa. Kamboli. And Kamboli looking to put it into the space, but that was filled only by the Chiefs player Freeze. Mapanyani tries to flick off, fools everybody, including himself. Really the sending off of the two players, not criticising referee George Masseleng, but it has killed this game as a spectacle at the moment anyway. Both sides feeling the pinch, and especially, as Mark Leeson was saying, the absence of Howard Lahodi, one of the most exciting players in the league. He does so much for Double Action Sundowns. You can see on the far side there, majority of those supporters dressed in black and white being the Orlando Pirates supporters, and once again they saw their side beaten by their arch rivals Kaizer Chiefs. McGregor turns well. Khungwane. And I must say that Khungwane certainly caught the eye in the early stages of this match. Now Chirwali. And he's brought down. In fact, he hasn't. The referee allows play on to the disgust of the Sundown supporters. Now Mapanyani. Got plenty of players around him, but only one in the middle, and that was Shane McGregor. Molotedi. And one gets the impression that the players know it's going to be a grueling game. And eventually the youngster does get Scarlett Timber over. But it's Lafanji at the second attempt. And the crowd really appreciating the skills of young Isaac Khungwane. Panyani. Michael Tumbella. Magic twinkle toes. Zane Moosa. Well, that will be a free kick. And I think Zane Moosa felt that one. And Moses Ngolbo, being spoken to quite sternly by George Maseleng. And one must say that both the previous games were fought out in good spirit. Zondi. Chirwali looking for that 1-2, and his great chance here. But unfortunately for him, it was a goal kick, because the long leg of Lucas Kadebi there, number 19 in your picture, saved a certain goal. But what a lovely football there from Double Action Sundowns.
Well, that's the sort of stuff that has made Ernest Chirwali one of the most valued players in this country. And he set that all up on his own and played so well with those 1-2s and came storming through. And Khadebe just putting him off his stride there.
Freeze. So both goal mouths had escapes. McGregor on his own again, and the referee says play on. Chirwali and Moosa. Once again, it's a good passing movement that sets it up again for Maripi. Well, Maripi gives it straight to Trevor Mtumkulu, and the little midfielder is on his way now, looking to get a shot in. He picks out McGregor, and McGregor on that left foot of his, and all he does is put it up into the crowd behind the goal.
Well, a suitable response from McGregor. That's the first shot that Chiefs have had directly on target. Sundowns have had 3 shots in and around the penalty area, none directly on target, and 2 headers also off target. So Sundowns certainly have created more opportunities, but as you saw from that scoreline, still no score.
So both teams settling for a 4-3-2 formation. And it's Chirwali again, and really has taken over the middle of the field. A little dummy didn't work there, but he's got Moosa wide on this near side. And Moosa. He looks good, but he hasn't got anywhere yet. Chirwali is far more direct to Chirwali. Bennett Masinga. Once again, Howard Freeze there doing sterling work in the heart of that defence for Kaizer Chiefs. It's another corner for Double Action Sundowns. So Howard Freeze had an excellent game alongside Kadebi against Orlando Pirates. Although they did creak a little bit when the huge, bustling Mandla Satoli came on. Zane Moosa. Well, it's quite easy for Duplessis. But everybody back in their own penalty area, Kaizer Chiefs, except Shane McGregor. Nakuma picks up that loose ball from Chipamola Teddy. Bennett Masinga is being tracked there by Kadebi. And Moses Ngolbo. Not a very good clearance from the Chiefs fullback. Chirwali, Moosa's free. And so is Maripi on this near side. But the defender, William Zondi, losing it in the vital area there. Now it's Trevor Mtumkulu, who's not noted for speed. He does hold up now. And he picks out Skada Tintwa in a lot of space. Tintwa, and if he can get close, he can really thump the ball. So Sundowns, Moosa, Chirwali free, but once again the sweeper Kadebi read the situation Kobo. Once again, he's found plenty of space on that far side. Skara Tindwa. Napanyan is there. And Lachranji keeps it in well.
Well, ironically, in 1988, Craig Lachranji made his debut in this very tournament, but he was playing in the Kaizer Chiefs lineup, and he saved a penalty against Sundowns and made himself a big hero on that day. And such has been his career that he's moved on since to Sundowns, where he's now holding the #1 shirt and where he's now playing against his old club. And interesting to note that this tournament always throws up 1 or 2 new names at the beginning of the season. Lachranji, Lucas Khadebe last year, and this year that number 11 for Kaizer Chiefs, Khungwane, having such a splendid first half.
Well, both defences looking fairly solid at the moment, and as they should do, because both attacks are without one player. But there's McGregor, and he's through. But he'll be disappointed with his finish there, but he broke through, the flag stayed down, and that's 2 chances that McGregor's had. Now Maripi. Maripi a little bit unlucky, and Khungwane. And the difference with the 2 teams at the moment is that Sundowns have a little bit more talent in the middle of the field. Good looking cross. Now Moosa, and it's on his left foot, but the whistle's gone. It's a free kick in the goal mouth there for Kaizer Chiefs.
Free kick given against Masinga for attempting the overhead kick, referee ruling that that was dangerous play, and you see that creeping in more and more. The referees are stamping out those spectacular bicycle kicks in the penalty area.
To be McGregor. He does beat Malifi, but once again, the acrobatic Kambuli. Chirwali. Moosa's free again on that far side this time. Seems to find himself a lot of space, Zane Moosa. Taken on him, Tinkulu gets past one, and it's only just wide of that far upright. Well, that's much better there from the Football of the Year in 1990, Zane Moosa. Such an exciting player when he takes on defenders like that, as is Howard Lahode, who's now sitting in the dressing room. But it's certainly the fact that Chirwali and Moosa are getting the grip on the middle of that field. Khadedi. Beaten there by Masinga. Well, there's Masinga now, and the little flick didn't quite come off. But all of a sudden, in the last couple of minutes, the Chiefs' defence beginning to look a little bit rattled. Napanyani. But when you look at the Chiefs' bench and you see Dr. Kamalo, Abel Shongwe, Fani Madida, Ace Kuzi, they're all sitting there. What a combination. So at any time, any 3 of those could come on. Skara Tindwa, who's come up with some marvellous goals in the path for his club, Skara Tindwa. For the moment, the break is on for Sundowns. Zane Moosa. Chirwali's free on this side here, and he's bound to get it, surely. He's left it a little bit too late. He's going on his own. And Khadedi finally wins the ball. Well, that was selfish play there from Zane Moosa, and that's the 2nd time in this game. He might smile, and that was a good effort there from Ntumbela.
Well, as we approach half-time, the game is really now swinging a little bit more towards Sundowns. And I wouldn't be surprised, as they did in the semi-final against Cosmos earlier in the day, maybe sneak a goal just before the break.
Nakumwa, that's his first shot of the afternoon, and no danger to Wade Duplessis. And I think Jeff Butler, the Kaizer Chiefs coach, an experienced man it is, will realise that some of his midfielders are not picking up, especially Skara Tindwa. It seems that 32 years of age, he might be coming to the end of his illustrious career. So there's a lot more work to be done yet, but he certainly has the talent available. Moosa. And we did mention Khungwane on the ball, but he hasn't done a lot when he hasn't got the ball. And there's Bennett Messina now. The cross is there, and only just in front of the striker there, Cedric Nkumwa. Well, at the moment, it's all Sundowns. They've done everything but put the ball in the back of the net, and that's the Orlando Pirates, who are fully behind the Pretoria club now.
Well, there's no doubting what that man thinks of the outcome of this match. Sending a message across to the opposing fans of Kaizer Chiefs. The scores are still level though.
So just about 5 minutes before the break. Still no goals, but plenty of action. Moosa. Chirwali. We often hear coaches talk about players playing in channels, but you could never say that about Sundowns. They play such a fluid formation that their midfielders are everywhere. Lucky Malifi. Chirwali. Good skills by Chirwali, and almost slotting that one through. Chipper Molotedi. We haven't seen much of Molotedi in the middle of the Chiefs lineup. He's got a good chance here now to do something. The flick in, the flick on, and Mapanyani, but out in the nick of time comes Lachranji, and a free kick against Mapanyani for leaving his foot up. Well, one can never write off Kaizer Chiefs. They look as though they're under the cosh for a while, and all of a sudden they break out quickly and leave their opponents for dead. Malifi. Zondi. Kamboli. Not much movement up front at the moment. Bennett Messina has made a move down this near side, being tracked once more by Kadebi, and he does beat Kadebi with the dummy, but I don't think he can keep it in. Well, Bennett Messina is once again showing his electrifying speed and causing quite a few problems for these Chiefs defenders. Well, on the evidence so far, just before half-time, there's no doubt in my mind that Sundowns are playing with more cohesion, but Scarlett Tintwer forcing his way through there. The shot comes in, but Scarlett Tintwer is so dangerous in those situations. He's got plenty of power, and so often he does come up with a goal when it's needed most by his club. Well, Screamer Shabalala, I don't think, was too happy with one or two of his defenders there.
Well, you might think Screamer looks a little of a poor man with that, but that is his lucky outfit. That shirt is now full of holes and the trousers need fixing. But you won't ask him to change that, because that's the outfit that he thinks has good luck for him on big occasions like this.
That's probably why he's always sitting on his own. There's a chance here. Lovely flick on. And somehow it kept out Chirwali, but the goalkeeper will grab this. And once again, a let-off there for Kaizer Chiefs. Khungwane. Khungwane will pick this loose ball up. He's certainly good going forward, the youngster. But I think his coach might have something to say about his defensive qualities. And once again, it's Zane Moosa, all on his own in the middle of the field. One or two tired legs out there. Well, the crowd love this, but he's doing a favour to Kaizer Chiefs at the moment, letting defenders get back. Out it goes to Bennett Messina. Messina. His first touch let him down, and Khadebi there quickly. Certainly there's been plenty to shout about in this game with just 2 minutes remaining in this half. The better of the first 45 minutes going to double action Sundowns, but there's McGregor. He's on his own at the moment and he'll be quite happy to gain the corner. No goals, but plenty of goal-mouth incidents. Yes, they're here. And it's Sundowns who get the second half underway, attacking the goal to our left. Ernest Chirwali. Excellent first half, the talented midfielder. And that would go all the way through to Lucas Khadebi. And neither side making any changes at half-time. So both coaches keeping their cards close to their chest. But it's McGregor. On he goes, but he's going to be beaten there by Kambuli. And it looks as though Kambuli will be given the task of keeping an eye on the bustling McGregor. That in the first half went mostly to Williams Ondi. Nkobo. And a lot of pressure there, and eventually winning it was Ernest Chirwali. He sets it up now for Masinga. Zane Moosa takes over. Beaten one, beaten two, but he's brought down. Another free kick. This time against Molotedi. Maripi. Chirwali will get this. And looking for that chip to that far post, but Freeze was well above everybody. But it still was Chirwali. And Sundowns will start all over again. Looking wide for Mtumbela, but I don't think Mtumbela will get near that one. There was a lot of talk at half-time about the sending off of both Mapiki and Lahodi, and consensus of opinion amongst the media was that the referee was rather harsh. But anybody can do the referee's job when they're sitting here. But it has sport this game as a spectacle. Lucky Malifi. I suppose coach Skima Shabalada would have had a few words with one or two of his players that were playing wide, because the quality across into the centre let his team down, and they should have been 1 or 2 goals to the good at half-time. Double action Sundowns. Playing patient football at the moment. Kambuli. Nakumwa. And Moosa. Got players free on the far side. Zondi, on it goes. And a bad pass sets it up here for Chiefs. That's Khungwane. Really, they're missing the extra player. A lot of work on their own at times, the front runners. Bennett Masinga.
Well, it's very clear what this game needs at this stage, and that's a goal. Because both teams now looking a little litless. I think the players are conserving their energy. There's slow build-ups.
Well, Masinga, no trouble coping with the speed of Masinga in the first half. Chiefs defenders, and a great chance here, and a marvellous save. A courageous save there by Wade Duplessis. A mistake by Khadebi, and it almost let in Cedric Nakuma. So in the first minute of this second half, a good chance for Sundowns to go into the lead. McGregor. Beaten there by Maripi. Good work by the Nagati midfielder. Moosa, Kambuli. Maripi is free again, and McGregor will be after him. A little touch forward looking for Kambuli, but, well, a needless corner given away there by Chipamala-Teddy.
Well, here's another look at that glorious opportunity that befell Cedric Nakuma. His pressure on Khadebe forcing the defender into the error. Duplessis lightning fast off his line. Good stop.
So the first corner of the second half into double action Sundowns. Bennett Masinga. Well, that was William Zondi. Well, he can play anywhere in the back four, and he played sort of central defender in the first half, but it looks as though he's been switched to the full-back position, allowing Kambuli to come into that centre of defence. Of course, Kambuli will be alongside Lucky Malifi. Lucky Malifi, one of the most talented centre-backs in the league, never seems to be under pressure, never seems to be in a hurry, sign of a great player. Sam Kambuli. And Sundowns trying to pull the white-shirted players out of their half. Ntumbele. Maripi. The player's gone wide on the far side. Chirwali, a lovely turn by Ernest Chirwali. He looks to get the shot in, and a great shot, and surely the first goal of the afternoon, and it's the goal poacher in chief, Bennett Masinga. But he must give credit there to his captain, Ernest Chirwali. Beautiful skills by the number 10 of Sundowns, and he certainly deserves it. He's been the player of the tournament so far.
Well, it was Chirwali who made this all, and the power of the shot, Duplessis couldn't hold it, and you don't give Bennett Masinga chances like that. He just sticks it away. 33 goals last year for Bennett Masinga. He scored one in the first semi-final against Cosmos earlier. This is the second, and are we going to see another 30 goals from him this season?
Well, nobody can deny that Sundowns deserved that lead. Could have been 2 or 3 in the first half. Well, he never seems to be happy, Steve Shabalala, but he doesn't look quite so nervous. Coming on for young Kaizer Khungwane. That's Abel Shonwi, played for Wits University. Alongside him there is one of the great players of Kaizer Chiefs, teenage Ladler, his assistant coach. The chief supporters don't like it, the youngster coming off. But obviously he's got a bright future ahead of him as Kaizer Khungwane. And Abel Shonwi, a far more experienced player, and a little bit quicker up front, one would imagine. But one wonders what's happened to Fani Madida.
Well, Chiefs certainly have a lot of talent at their disposal on the bench, but they did look a bit war-weary at the break after the semi-final.
And does get flicked on, and now Khadebe. And a brave tackle there by Kambuli. Now Chirwali. That's such a good match, Ernest Chirwali, and now Zane Moosa. Bennett Masinga is free on this near side if he can get his head up. Well, he does cross it, but it crosses it straight to Howard Freeze. And really, once again, the quality of cross has let it down, so Masinga's goal keeps Sundowns 1-0 in the lead. Bennett Masinga scores his second goal of the tournament. And often it's said that Bennett Masinga can't miss those opportunities, but any good coach will tell you, you have to be there. And he follows up on every shot as we wait now for an injury on one of the Chiefs players. An injury outside the Chiefs penalty area. So the supporters behind Sundowns don't like it because they're holding up play. In fact, one of the Sundowns players gone down as well.
Well, this is the stage of the evening when cramp begins to set in, and traditionally this tournament has always produced a second half much longer than it normally is because of all the injuries. But if Sundowns can keep that scoreline, Screamer Shabalala will certainly be a happy man. It will add yet another trophy to the list that Sundowns have attained over the years. In fact, this is the one trophy left in the National Soccer League's repertoire of cup tournaments that Sundowns have yet to get their hands on. They're not that far away this evening.
Moses in Corbo, and from here it looked as though that was a foul throw, but he's got away with it. McGregor, but there's no other white shirt alongside him. And Moosa with acres of space now, and Masinga's gone down the near side, being pushed out wide by Fadebi, and Masinga trying to get it through the legs. But this is Ntumbela. In fact, it comes out to Zane Moosa. Plenty of gold shirts in there. But once again, Moosa's cross lets him down. But it's still the Sundowns. Sundowns asserting their authority in this game now. None more than the man on the ball, Ernest Chirwali. Probably, apart from the great Joe Mosono, the best passer of the ball in the NSL is Ernest Chirwali, but certainly not Michael Ntumbela there. Kambuli. Tindwell with that touch off. Now Chipamala looking for McGregor. Once again, the first time clearance there from Kambuli. He looks very strong in the middle of that defence. Abel Shongwi. Well, one can only assume that Fani Madida is suffering from an injury, because it looks as though another substitute's coming on. And it's Dr. Kamalo. So Dr. Kamalo and Chipamala is coming off. So Kamalo for Molotedi, and Jeff Butler makes his second change. But really, it's the speed up front that he needs. But I suppose he knows as well as everybody else that they've been outplayed in the centre of the field, where Chirwali, Moosa, Moripi have looked very good indeed. Chirwali again. His feet seem like a magnet to that ball. Another fabulous run there from the captain. Moosa's wide. Players inside here. Masinga. First time shot from Masinga. No power. Once again, it was Ernest Chirwali that set it all up from deep in his own half. And really one wonders why not one of the Chiefs players been allowed to pick up Chirwali. Kadevi and Colbo. Dr. Kamalo gets his first touch. It's a good one. Finds Scarlett Tintwa. We've got plenty of time to line it up. The cross comes in. Kambuli. Malipi, calm as you like. And Chirwali. And he is never in a hurry, Chirwali. Zane Moosa is picked out by Chirwali. Oh, and Moosa almost gets Nkumwa going. Eventually it's Kulu that plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. To the disgust of his supporters. But the Sundown supporters, that includes some 20-odd thousand dressed in black and white there. And they'll be happy, as though they're supporting their own club, Orlando Pirates. Well, this is the trophy, what it's all about, plus the 35,000 for the winners. And it looks as though Fani Madida has made it at last. So it looks as though Shane McGregor is coming off. Well, I think Shane McGregor will feel a little bit unhappy about that because he's played on his own up front. He does team up so well with the speedy Madida, and they looked in good form together in the previous match.
Well, Chiefs have now used the 3 substitutes that you're allowed in this tournament. They may still change their goalkeeper should they wish, but no more out players. Sundowns have yet to make any changes at all in this final, and it would seem that the coach is pretty happy for them to stay as they are.
Well, I think the Sundowns defenders won't be too happy to see Fani Madida appear on the pitch. There is one player that can cause them problems, and there he is. Well, there was a half chance there for Madida. 2 defenders converged on him very quickly indeed. But it was the other substitute, and that was Dr. Kamala, set it up for Madida. And that's Ravi Maripi that's gone down, and it looks as once again it's cramp.
Mr. Maseleng wants to get on with this game, and is telling Maripe that let's rather run that sort of cramp out instead of having all these stoppages and people on and off to deliver treatment. And I think it's the right approach to take too, because otherwise the second half goes on for ages.
Yes, and as you mentioned earlier, there are 3 substitutes available for the out players. Dr. Kamalo wins the free kick, and already both Kamalo and Madida causing a few extra problems now for Sundowns. Moses and Corbo. But it does mean there's no height up front, except for Skada Tintwa at the far post, with McGregor's missing, and Tunkulu. Skada Tintwa was wide on the far side. Tintwa, and we've seen him score some glorious goals for his team, but he's beaten there. Freeze, and the Chief defenders being harassed there by Chirwali, and the free kick this time going the way of double action Sundowns. It's certainly a good workout here for both sides, because only next week they start playing in the first competition, and that's the BP tournament, top 8 tournament. So that looks like Innocent Samudi warming up for Sundowns. There's a player with a lot of talent, but as yet he hasn't fulfilled it. But he's only 18 years of age. Madida, good head down, finds Marks Mapanyani. Now Skada Tintwa. And Tintwa looking for one of his blockbusters. And now it's going to be the first change of the match for double action Sundowns as Screamer Shabalala brings on Samudi. And it looks like Cedric Nakuma, number 15, coming off. So 18 years of age, number 7, Innocent Samudi, played in the first game. And they'll be looking to score a goal here. so he'll earn himself a place in next week's major competition. Khumalo, and a free kick against Zane Moosa. And plenty of free kicks at the moment. Scarlett Tintwell. Good tackle there from Kambuli. And Kambuli now, obviously, with no Shane McGregor on the field, is looks as though he's taken up the marking job of Fani Madida. Chirwali. One wonders now with this defence of Sundowns, can they cope with the speed of Madida and the skills of Dr. Khumalo? Well, the tackle came in from Maripi and is well known for that. He's a good winner of the ball. Now Masinga. He's got to play it wide, and he plays it straight into the feet of Freeze. Tendwa. Shongwe wants Shongwe to go wide, but he never read it, and he's had to come backwards. Napanyani. Madida. Madida beats Chirwali. Looks for the support, and he does find it on his far side now. There's Shongwe. In fact, it's Dr. Khumalo. Great shot, and just a fingertip there. Kept it out of the goal. A good effort there from Dr. Khumalo. That's the closest that Chiefs have been in this game.
Well, I concur with you that the Franzi got a touch on it. And we'll just check and get a final definitive view on it from our slow-mo. We might have just got a little touch there, Franzi, but no corner.
Chiefs beginning to come back in the game now since the substitutions. This should be the far post, and it was a good header. It looked as though it was going out. And Fani Madida showed his speed there. He crept behind Kambuli on that occasion and almost brought the equaliser. Masinga and Samudi. And Samudi will get there first. Back it comes to Maripi. And Tundala, the fullback, trying to get a shot in, and almost becomes the perfect pass. So Michael Tumbella, and I think is the oldest player on the field, is 33. Chief supporters now beginning to urge their players to go forward. They would hate to lose this game here, especially to Sundowns. But it's Sundowns holding out at the moment and under a lot of pressure. And a bad defensive play there by William Zondi. He could have played it to Zane Moosa a long, long time ago. Linesman flags what's offside, but the referee hasn't seen it. But a good tackle. In fact, he does see it now. But it does cause a few problems for Lucas Kadebi because he received an injury in that tackle.
Well, it's amazing the amount of aggro on the far side from the fans in the Pirates and Sundowns camp, but there's long been this impression amongst people who follow Southern soccer that everything seems to go the way of Kaizer Chiefs, and when they get to an occasion when their favourite team is beating Chiefs and the tension really mounts, then you see that aggro really coming through. It's all part of the great game of football.
But it's Chiefs on the attack now. Superb work on the far side, but the knee puts it out for a corner. And Chiefs begin to probe down both flanks. And Dr. Khumalo has a chance here to set something up from this corner. And with just 20 minutes left in this game, Sundowns still leading by that solitary goal scored by Bennett Masinga. Khumalo, easily cleared. Kadebi and Masinga. Ntumbela, it's a good looking pass from Ntumbela, on it goes. Zane Moosa, but Trevor Mtunkulu saved the day there for Chiefs. Once again, it was Ernest Chirwali that was in the thick of things there for Sundowns. There he is again. Ntumbela. Plenty of gold shirts, but the pass there from Lucky Malifi when he had all the time in the world. Moosa, Masinga, and it goes on again to Malifi. Lovely looking attack here from Sundowns, but the cross needed to be pulled back a little bit more than that, because Samudi was lurking around the penalty area. And what a giveaway that is. And Moosa had to go on his own because Masinga was offside, but he'll get the corner. Zane Moosa likes nothing better to run at defenders, and really there's nothing more better than to see that kind of thing for supporters. And the crowd now on that far side, right behind Sundowns players. Abel easily dealt with that corner from Moosa. He's been a little bit disappointed in this game, Zane Moosa. He promises so much, but not this man, Chirwali. Moosa again. Moosa really, I think if Stima Shabalala could get to him, he'd kick him up the backside because he's just given the ball away. Kambuli. And when you're playing with 10 men, although both sides are the same at the moment, you don't want to give the ball away. It's possession football, especially when you're leading by 1-0. Still a long way to go. Malifi and Chirwali. Chirwali has got players wide, and one of them's Moosa. Now Moosa. Can he get his concentration back here? Got plenty of time to line it up. Chirwali turning quickly. He does get past him, gets the shot in, and he thumps it against the upright. Well, that was pure magic there from Ernest Chirwali. How it didn't go in, one would never know. Well, it's still 1-0, so easily could have been 2.
Well, let's have a look at it again. What a game Ernest Chirwali's had. He made the first goal for Bennett Masinga. His persistent play here lines him up. Now, did this go in or not? It strikes the underside of the bar. We'll get another look from our top cameras. The first shot into the corner, the second one against the upside, and I think the referee was right.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. It came out off the post, but it was a thunderbolt of a shot. And now the referee is having a word with his linesman, George Lobo from Pretoria. George Masaleng, the referee from Soweto. And he's obviously seen something. And it looks as though the card's coming out, not for Ntumbela, but going across. And it's certainly one of the Sundowns players. And the yellow card comes out. And it looks as though it's Lucky Malifi. Yeah, Lucky Malifi, number 2, for obviously something he said. So it's a free kick on this near side to Kaizer Chiefs.
Just remember, although this is a charity game, these cautions and sending offs do count towards the disciplinary procedures later in the year.
So a real in-swinger there. It'll be a corner for Chiefs. And Chiefs, if they can score from here, they will set up the last 15 minutes and will be a delight to watch. Quickly taken. Dr. Kamalo. Shongwi. Steep. The keeper's out. Fani Madida trying to turn on it. It does eventually. Plenty of bodies in the way. They defended in depth there, Sundowns. Ntumba. Well, it looks as though it's Ntumkulu, and he can't keep that wayward pass there from Khadevi in. The spare referee there, Mr. Gregory, having a good smile, as he often does, even when he's on the ground. In fact, he's in the game itself. He's always got a smile. Zane Moosa sets it up here for Bennett Masinga, and Masinga, with the easiest chance of the afternoon, puts it over the top. So Bennett Masinga will wonder how he missed that. Well, as the crowd beginning to go to the exits, it could have been all over as far as Kaizer Chiefs were concerned, because Bennett Masinga normally is so sure with those. Malifi. There's still plenty of action left in this game as Samudi. Moosa finds Samudi again. But Samudi can't get past the strength of Tindwa. Kamalo. And Kobo will take it up for Chiefs. Fani Madida. There's no doubt that Fani Madida, with his speed and shooting ability, can set it up there, but the flag goes up for offside. And anyway, it just skims wide of that far right. But the flag was up early, and it's still Sundowns leading by the goal scored by Bennett Masinga. And Abel Shongwi, so close there, but just drifted offside. Referee just getting Masinga the required distance away from the ball. This will be a throw in to Sundowns. Just about 12 minutes remaining. Moosa. Dr. Kamalo had an excellent semi-final, as did Ace Kuzi, who dominated the middle of the field against Orlando Pirates, and they were sorely missed in the first half here this afternoon. It's only since Dr. Kamalo came on as substitute in the second half that Chiefs beginning to creep back into the game. And Fani Madida, of course, who does so much damage. The cross is woefully weak, but it's still a chance for Scarlett Timber. And once again, the finishing lets Chiefs down, and Scarlett Timber normally makes no mistakes from that distance. And has inspired Chiefs to victory on so many occasions as the ex-Swazi international. And there you see he's allowed plenty of room, but he drags the shot. Chirwali. Now Moosa, and Moosa now with plenty of room. And the flag goes up for offside against young Samudi, showing a little bit of inexperience there, innocent Samudi, because there was an excellent chance there. There's a crowd beginning to stream away now. The Chiefs are not finished. We've seen them come back on so many occasions when all seem lost. Zondi. Chirwali again. Long swinging cross there, but it's over the head of everybody. And a chance for Chiefs to set up something here. Kamalo. Now Mapanyani, and it hasn't been one of his better games, Marks Mapanyani. We've seen very little of him. Ntunkulu. He's done a lot of work, Ntunkulu, but he lacks the skill of the likes of Chirwali and Moosa. Mapanyani caught in possession, but he just set it up. Madida, and almost a chance coming in there. And Moosa under a lot of pressure, and the crowd love that. Well, somebody was saying that this trophy belongs to Kaizer Chiefs. They seem to have a divine right to it, but at the moment they look like losing that. Thrown in by the solitary goal scored by Bennett Masinga. Of course, his top goal scorer in this tournament already is got 2. One against Cosmos. Although one must say that Cosmos, over the full 90 minutes, looked slightly the better team. Masinga. Chirwali cleverly wins that throw in by the corner flag. That's Kadevi has gone down for the second time. And it's definitely cramped there. Well, Bennett Masinga, number 8, leaning up against the advertising boards, possesses quite a long throw for such a little man. But it really has been a marvellous day for the supporters, starting at 9 o'clock, and it's gone all the way through, non-stop, super soccer, an excellent game. Sundowns, Jomo Cosmos, the Sundowns eventually getting through on penalties, and then another cracking game between the arch rivals. The people in your picture there, Orlando Pirates losing to Kaizer Chiefs by 2-0. Fani Madida and Dr. Kamalo doing the damage there. So we're back to this one, and now we've finished up, although with only 20 players on the field all afternoon. It's been an excellent performance from both sides. And it's not over yet. 1-0 to Sundowns. Dr. Kamalo. He's got his options there, and he goes wide to the left. Madida. Lovely turn by Fani Madida. Does get it across, and it comes through to Trevor Ntunkulu. A little bit too long. Trevor's got another chance, and it's over the top. And his hands go on his head and says, how did I miss that? Lovely bit of football between Mapanyani, number 7, and Trevor Ntunkulu. They've been playing together for some 8 or 9 years. And it's only the finishes you'll see here from Trevor Ntunkulu that let him down. Lucky Malifi. Up to Bennett Masinga, still full of running Masinga. He won't be quick enough to keep that in. Nkobo. Straight to Ntumbela. And the Kaizer Chiefs supporters, strangely quiet. They were in full voice a few hours ago against Orlando Pirates, but they've been snuffed out here this afternoon. But we've said that quite often over the last few years and regretted it, because Chiefs have come back with a late equaliser. Just now, 5 minutes left in this game. And the iwisa Maize Mill spectacular. Good heading there, courageous heading by Ntombela. And what a pass, sets up his captain, Chirwali. Chirwali gets the shot in, and brilliantly saved there by Wade du Plessis. But another excellent run. But he was picked out there by Ntombela and only denied by the brilliance of du Plessis. Sundowns could have done with that second goal. Kamalo brought down when he had turned Ntombela. And I think in the UK that would have been called a professional foul, because he was definitely beaten. Kamalo again, floats it in. Lachranji, good, confident catch by the young goalkeeper. And sets up Moosa. And Moosa now with two players up front, if they don't go offside, but they drift in there again, and it's Samudi. And that's the second time Samudi has let his teammates down there. Muripi, once again, it's the Victoria side on the attack. Abel Shongwe looks as though he has cramp on the far side, and Zane Moosa. Chirwali. Well, Samudi would have been better to play that one back to his captain. And he has shown a lack of experience here. Shongwe, now Fani Madida. What a time to score here. Chirwali, what a game Ernest Chirwali's had. The Sundowns prepared to just take their time now, see this game out, and it'll be another fabulous win over the mighty iwisa Kaizer Chiefs. Bennett Masinga will be the hero again. In fact, it's Samudi now. They look so much alike, these two. Samudi does set it up, looking for the return off Masinga, but once again, his left foot shot is well wide. And innocent Masudi will look back and think, well, he's had the opportunities. And now the crowd just streaming out. I think the Kaizer Chiefs supporters know that they will not win this trophy here this afternoon. But still, a couple of minutes left. Good work here by Dr. Kamalo. Trying to get Chiefs going. But Moosa steals it. He's got Samudi, but Samudi took up a terrible position, but it comes out nicely to Chirwali. Chirwali keeps possession. And a free kick going Sundowns' way. Chiefs coming forward now. Ntumkulu gets beaten. Samudi. Oh, there's a chance for another one for Samudi, but once again he gives it away. As we see, Masinga's goal keeps Sundowns just in front. So TV News, we welcome you here with Sundowns still win by that 1-0 scored by Bennett Masinga. He scored the goal for Sundowns against Cosmos. For the moment, Chiefs trying a last effort here. Alakwanji, clean catch. And still with TV News, we're still with seconds now remaining. And it looks as though, as the players go down with cramp, this could be the last attack. Dr. Kamalo, he's done so well since coming on as a sub. Sam Campbell, and what a game he's had in the heart of that defence for Mamelodi, or double action Sundowns. They've looked the better side here this afternoon at Sundowns. They fully deserve to be 1-0 in the lead. In fact, it could have been 1 or 2 more, although Chiefs have come back in the last 20 minutes of this second half. Looked a far better side. There it is, it's all over. The new iwisa Maize Mill Spectacular champions are double action Sundowns. That goal scored by Bennett Masinga. With the final score line in here, Chiefs 0, Sundowns 1.